To raise the world to God in deathless light. Number one, sentence number one. To raise the world to God in deathless light. I'll first try to quote, then I will try to explain. Second line is to bring God down to the world on earth we came. Here it is not the things concerning only to Sri Aurobindo. When Sri Aurobindo quotes two, of course these lines have been quoted from Sri Aurobindo's magnum opus, that is Savitri, legend and symbol, the greatest epic, the biggest epic so far this English poetry is concerned. Second, to raise the world to God in deathless light, number one. To bring God down to the world on earth, we came, we both. And thirdly, here we are not stopping, to change the earthly life to life divine. That is a great mission. From these three lines, you can know how Sri Aurobindo has broadened his views, how he has done a great job and a great sadhana so far for the humankind and for the earth at large. We'll try to go a little bit deep inside. From the very first lines, Sri Aurobindo quotes, to raise the world to God in deathless light. God is capital G. When the term is coming, raise. When the topic is coming to raise, means it is now in a fallen state. What? The world. It is not only in the mankind, entirely creatures wherever staying, they are with the one, everybody's fate is accomplished and accompanied with the fate of this earth. This earth is now at present with a fallen state and it is not able to rise up. So Sri Aurobindo quotes, to raise the world to God. We will raise the world not up to the Trisanku Sevan, but to the God, to the divine. In deathless light means the light will be there but without death. Death will never come. So Sri Aurobindo's vision is very clear that from very first line we can be able to understand that his mission, the world is falling, it is in a fallen state, we are unsaved, we are staying in a dangerous world, and everything around us is not at all appreciable. We are living in a dreadful and a dangerous world. This fallen world, Sri Aurobindo and the mother, they came to raise the world. Up to which height? Up to that next comes, it has to be raised up, but up to which height? To God, not to the middle or to the intermediary level, to God. And if it is raised, then what will be there? The condition in the deathless light. There will be light, capital L light, but without death, it will be a deathless state. There will be only luminosity and light. Third thing, this fallen world must be lifted up to the God, not to the intermediary. Second question will come, second line. This world is okay, it has been raised up. And to bring the God down to the world on earth we came. This fallen world which is being raised to the God, and this raised world where only light will be there but without any death. And there itself will bring God down. Not that God will stay in his initial static condition. To bring God down to the world on earth we came. This is the mission. With this mission we have come, no death will be there, only light and luminosity will be there. Earth will never fall down. It will be raised up to the world, the creator who has raised the world, who has created the world. And the third thing, suppose it is raised and he has come, God will be standing in this one side and this fallen earth will be standing. There will be no connection. Sri Aurobindo quotes, my vision is completely different. Mission, we have come to for this origin we have come. Vision, to change the earthly life to life divine. To change the earthly life to life divine, not only to a comfortable position, to a life divine. For that we have come here for the two purposes. So this is, from this we can be able to understand how broad was Sri Aurobindo's optimistic vision we will say. And Sri Aurobindo, initially there is a prayer from the mother. Things are promised must be fulfilled. Things that are promised must be fulfilled. Later on in the latter part of her mother's meditation, mother declared in a very crystal clear manner, in a very fluent basis, things what were promised are fulfilled. Things that were promised are fulfilled. So thing is that we have got couple of things on our way, on our journey. We see. Then normally it is coming to the picture whenever we describe this vision and the picture. So what about the mission? Sri Aurobindo quotes beautifully. There are three things. What mother quotes, I am not quoting from me, whether the divine mother, the Aditi has quoted from her own quotations, I want to give two lines. Mother has arrived because she has created the entire universe at large, so mankind, everything. So Mother quotes what are the definitely what are the real problems what actually standing before the humankind at large. Number one, still unconquered on earth. That is the major problem. One, death is still unconquered. We are staying in the midst of the 21st century. After yuga after yuga, it is passing away. Like Satya Yuga is gone, Treta gone, Dwapara gone, then Kalki also gone. Now we are midst of the supramental age. Still then, death is still unconquered on earth. That's what they can see. And time a field of suffering and pain. Wherever in the time, wherever we are residing right now, where we are actually stated, we are being placed right now, it is a field of suffering and pain. So for this pain and suffering, once upon a time, I think you can remember well, Buddha Deva left everything and went for the penance, for tapasya. That old age was there, that suffering was there. Right now, we could be able to say the old age, that suffering, everything was there. He went for the penance and he made a deeper, very strong penance. Just imagine, he has to get a sacrifice. We can consider it as a divine sacrifice also. But thing is that now we feel at present, amid the 21st century, almost one fast quarter is about to go. Is not there is any death? Don't you see there is old age? Do not you see there is the echo of the pain and suffering everywhere? Don't you feel that people are crying, there is tears, agony, everything is there? Don't you find that classes and strife are there? You feel, you find, and so I will also feel, see it. But what about his divine sacrifice of Buddha Deva? Strong penance, still it is seen. And second thing, avatars came. We have already discussed in the previous topics. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskrutam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Condition, what was there, the problem, how it has been clarified. Just imagine. Dharma, paritranaya sadhunam, those sadhana, those doing the sadhana, they are known as sadhu. For their rescue, for their betterment. Second, vinasaya duskrutam, duskruta, they are actually oppressing, they are actually asuric. So, for their destruction. Third, for the dharma sansthapanarthaya, for the better placement of this religion. So, I am just taking birth, I am manifesting myself age after age. Just imagine how it has been accomplished. Ravana is gone, killed by Rama. Do you feel now the world is actually without Ravana? Many times, real present at present, the scenario you see, Middle East case, immediate scenario you see your Afghanistan. Many Ravanas are moving. Kansa is gone. Do you feel no Kansa is there still now? Many are moving. So how it is helpful? Sambhavami yuge yuge. And another is dharma. Dharma means we know in our own language. It is Hindu dharma, Sanatana dharma, it is Buddha dharma, it is Jaina dharma, it is Christism, it is Mohammedan, like this. So do you feel, still in the course, do you feel there is very harmony, there is proper harmony between them? Religion start on a blood-stained throne. So for religion, I can sacrifice myself, I can put an atom bomb on your country, I can destroy the mankind. Do you feel you are safe? I don't think. Actually, the world will say, must naturally join chorus with me. It is not safe. Then what is the meaning of the dharma sanstapana? What is that meaning? So Sri Aurobindo, bearing the, unlike the other avatars, the supramental avatar, our master and our mother, what they prepared? No. We don't want to slay anything. So our purpose, our yoga and our mission is to transform the world. Not only one or two, transform the world. So the mission, the main objective of our integral yoga is the transformation and perfection. Transformation not to a just a caterpillar to butterfly, but actually it is the overall transformation of consciousness with which we can achieve the perfection. That was the mission and vision. And actually we'll find how it is really working. So where we are staying, actually do we feel? So now people feel we are at our otter best. So far the finest animal. But Sri Aurobindo categorically explains, but not the last. Definitely you are standing here, the so far the finest animal. Comparing what? Comparing a lion, comparing a bear, comparing any aborigine. We feel we are better. But do you really, is it really so that we really are the finest animal? Now itself, I will try to quote few lines on how and where really this humanity stands and mankind really stands. Still in the course, man is a transitional animal. Man actually, he claims so far the finest animal because we are on the moon, we are purchasing plots on the space. So many ways we are great, we are grand and all. These are all vital egocentric comments, nothing more. Because yet they are not prepared, or they have been on lacunas, they have not entered into the intuitive level or gone to the inmost consciousness. Still in the course, man is still in a transitional element, connecting link between the demigod and the beast. From the beast we have emerged, with the beasthood we are living. Our mission is divine. That's what we don't know. So, Sri Aurobindo course, it is a transitional animal connecting link between the demigod and the beast. We have been emerged from the ape, or some people, right now, some experiments say we are emerged from the cows. That's what I think. Being an engineer, you are a great engineer now, I have heard. So you must be knowing at least that some people, some experiments say that we are emerged, we have been created from the cows. But initial experiments, it said that from apes we have emerged. From there we have worked a lot, number of bars we have taken, number of steps we have worked. But where really we stand? Do you feel we have left our beasthood? No. Same thing, ahara, maithuna, bhaya, nidra, sex, same thing, same instinct, it is still there. About the divinity, we are interested in going into the temple to worship the God. But we have forgotten that we are divine. The portion of the divine, it is there. We are the sons of God and must be even as He. I think, you just think, because every day you keep interviewing some people, just ask, only give me one example that he is claiming I am the son of God and must be even as He. He is a human person, I must grow divine. I think it is some impossible task. Then Sri Aurobindo again tried to quote, man is fortunately inconsistent. Fortunately inconsistent. To one positive term, one negative term. I think you are smiling. I can see your smiling face. Fortunately, that is a very good sign. But inconsistent, where we stay? Inconsistent, actually, if we tag these two lines, it will give you a very big issue. That where we really stand? Fortunately, because there is a chance we will grow up. To inconsistence means we can get our consistency and we shall become. For that only there is a big message, of course. To know is good, to live is better, and to be that is perfect. Three things are there. To know the truth, that is good. Almost people are staying in three consciousness. One, ordinary consciousness. I think everywhere, wherever you go, ordinary consciousness people, their number is quite a large. Second category people living in the religious bent of mind. Now itself, I think people are worshipping this Kudrik Osa, but actually they are, I think when we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. 5 Sundays are gone. Today is the last Sunday. So they are actually bursting the crackers, taking the images to cast it in the sea or river or whatever is there. So what about our promise? Mother or Lord, you come. Once we possess you, we will never cast you down. So where we stand? Is it the God's, is it the divine message? Is it the divine mission? Do we feel divine has seen this type of vision? Not actually. See, the still categorically says, man is fortunately consistent. Again, then how shall the things will change? The next question, how shall the things will change? See, in the course, sleeping in us. In us means in everybody, in the entire mankind. the seed of Godhead lurks. It tries to lurk, dik, 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 like you can know that thunder during the rain time. You can see that the spark you can see. Like this, very little spark is there. So what we have to do, the mission is there. We have come down. We have come down to this dangerous world. But it has got its possibility because the seed of the Godhead lurks in the human time. And this place where really we are standing, everybody feel it is a dangerous world. It is actually not up to expectation. What is it is the matter, the last stage we are standing. It is actually packed with inconscience. It is a hard matter. Only supramental light can penetrate into this matter and inconscience, and there is a possibility of transformation. But thing is that supramental is a big thing. People don't know what really mind is. Because we are almost subhuman or vile. I will quote it again. Where we are right now, we are in a subhuman or vile level. Because I will try. Sometimes you may also ask question how we are subhuman. I am an engineer. I have got my social status. I have got beginning. I know the theory and all. Every day I keep experimenting on human species. How it is. At the Sri Aurobindo course, man, with all his effort can never become more than a man. Just imagine that sentence is very clear. And this message is very clear for you. There is nothing ambiguity. You can find no ambiguity absolutely. Sri Aurobindo course, man, by his all attempts can never become more than a man. Just imagine technical person, you just, with all our effort, we can become man. If with this all our effort is excluded, bearing all our effort, then where we really stand? Not even a man. Then second, when we will become man, if it is subhuman, when we will become man? When man has crossed beyond his humanity, then he can become man. When you cross your humanity, that humanity is a barrier to become the man. Once this humanity is crossed, then someone becomes the man. Then when this man will become God? Now itself we are not even a man. After this humanity is crossed, then we shall become a man. Man, how shall he become God? That is also condition. God shall be born in man. That is an initial condition. God shall be born into man. In the man in which God has taken birth, God is born. That man only, not all. That man becoming a human can grow even as a God. So just imagine where really we stand. Age after age, century after century, millenniums after millenniums, I will tell you, we are simply staying here, reciting some Vedas or Upanishads or your Quran or Bible. We keep reading. But thing is, there is no practice or there is no interest for us to become. That is the lacuna for which Sri Aurobindo came forward and told. If mind is a man, supermind is superman. Very simply, Sri Aurobindo has quoted directly. Mind is man. Man has been created with respect to two aspects. One, Manurushi, I think you will be aware of. From Manurushi, it is Manavo. Second, Mono, mind. From mind, he is Manavo. Because this mind is man, but actually this mind is a very lower level, lower part of the supermind. Supermind, it is at the top, mind is at the bottom. So this mind, it has to evolve back. Involution from supermind, it is there on the mind, and this mind has to evolve in the reverse direction to become the supermind. So this evolution, it is a criteria. There are a couple of steps. Number one is ordinary mind, surface mind, where we are staying. Then comes spiritual mind. Spiritual mind has got 4 layers. I will try to quote you. Spiritual mind, that is the second intermediary. From down to up, there is a higher mind. Initially, we can see there is a higher mind. Then after the higher mind comes the illu mind. Higher mind, you can see a lot of prophets, big rishis, big sadhakas you can find. Then when the illu mind is concerned, this Lord Buddha has come to the illumined mind level. Third, down top. Then comes intuitive. Ramakrishna Paramahansa is of that category. Then comes your overmind. Shri Krishna was coming under that category. Then these four, they are included in spiritual mind. After the spiritual mind comes the super mind. Just imagine where really we are. If only couple of persons, they are great low figures, even somebody has been included in our avatar, 10 avatars, if they have gone to this level, Moksha and Nirvana, Sri Aurobindo quotes Moksha and Nirvana is coming on our way, that is not our objective. Just imagine how many millenniums we have to wait for, how many lakhs of births we have to wait for. That is the criteria. To change it, to change the idea of this waiting and simply wasting of time, Sri Aurobindo and Mother came and manifested on the earth. And they also told, categorically, they have explained what is the human problem. That's what mankind is facing. Sri Aurobindo quoted, that is the death, suffering, and pain. So how you will get rid of this problem? That is what the criteria. Sri Aurobindo quotes beautifully. Own effort, by his own effort, without an unaided effort, nothing can be done. Very interestingly, we go, but life at first, suppose somebody, one child is there, you ask, what is your aim? I will be an engineer. Definitely. I will be a doctor. I will be IS. After some time, what is your aim? I will get married, get a good job and marriage. That is also gone. Then, I don't know what exactly aim is gone. They can't show what is the aim. What is then very theoretical, very touching line they will say Jatasya hi dhruvang mrityu. Once there is a birth, there is a death. But for that only the ordinary people are struggling. Then why you are a doctor, you are engineer, you are IS, you are so-called prime minister? Then what it is for? You are great. How it is great? Now we know, we don't know. Then there is no aim. Sri Aurobindo quoted, there is a aim. Definitely there is a aim. There is an aim. And aim is divine. When the aim is divine, not our engineer or doctor, my real identity I have lost, I have forgotten. Sri Aurobindo tried to quote that you have forgotten your identity. Once you recover, once you remember, your chapter is closed. Sri Aurobindo quoted 3 lines. Number 1, a death-bound littleness is not all we are. That's what we have taken for granted. Once I have taken a birth means my next step is I have to die. That is what Jatasya hi dhruvang mrityu. I have done. Sri Aurobindo initially categorically rejected the idea. I will tell you, rejected the idea. A death-bound littleness is not all we are. Or not all we are. Maybe some people are there. They are staying in the ordinary consciousness. They may be. But people who are pursuing this integral yoga and who are following Mother and Sri Aurobindo and they are running with the integral yoga, definitely they are not little. Definitely they are not little bound. They are not death bound. 2 things. A death bound, number 1. Littleness will not all we are. Maybe they are staying outside. If we are not death bound, it is not the matter of for us, that is not considerable, this littleness, then what we are? Sri Aurobindo course just opposite. Very interesting. Sri Aurobindo's writings, if you go through, I think you are very much familiar with Sri Aurobindo's writing. It is very much optimistic. A death bound, opposite immortal. Second, littleness, opposite Sri Aurobindo went, vastness. But why it is there? Sri Aurobindo quoted, you have to do nothing. Then what we have to do really? How shall we achieve? Simply forgotten. A death-bound littleness is not all we are. First line. Second line is coming. Immortal, our forgotten vastness. We have just forgotten. If we can be able to remember, then our chapter is closed. Suppose you believe